Sad story developing now. DOGE cuts to the National Weather Service have caused massive coverage gaps in Kentucky as a violent tornado struck the state last night. The National Weather Service office in Jackson, Kentucky, for example, no longer had a permanent overnight forecaster as a result of job cuts by DOGE. And now we are hearing that at least 14 have died due to the storms in Kentucky. Homes have been destroyed, cars have been destroyed, people have been displaced, and the people of Kentucky have been left much in the dark because of Trump and DOGE cuts. Let me be clear here, DOGE just cost American lives. We're going to continue to follow this story and more, so make sure you're following our account and add the Midas Touch podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We've got a new episode out right now.
Hey, look!
It's a tornado, yep.
Office.
It didn't touch, babe. It broke up. Nope, it started back.
Try it again.
People are dead right now in Kentucky because Trump and his administration fired everyone who was supposed to tell you, yo, there's a tornado coming, please hide. And there was no one there overnight. And now 27 people are dead. Not to mention, if you have seen the footage of homes that are destroyed and buildings that are destroyed, they won't be getting any funding. FEMA's gone, yo. I know you guys wanted to talk a bunch of shit about FEMA, but if this happens to you, I have a feeling you're going to change your mind. This is the kind of stuff that our taxes are supposed to handle. We are supposed to help each other in emergency situations. We are supposed to have safe air travel. We are supposed to have clean water. And we are supposed to have clean air. And we are supposed to make sure that our soldiers, when they return, are taken care of. And all of these things are being taken away from us right now. And I can't emphasize this enough. This is probably going to happen to a lot of us. In fact, 2 nights ago, there was a tornado on the ground right near my house, and I was up until 2 a.m. with the tornado sirens. So none of us are safe. But the sad thing is, I know that there's a lot of you out there that truly thought that this administration had your best interest in mind. And maybe now you can see that they don't.
We're in the tornado! Oh, we need all hands on deck, man. Soon this pass, we need to clean up. We gotta clean up. Oh my God.
See my plan this weekend. I bought some more flowers. What? Yeah. From Dana. Remember?
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, I'm put my number. 314.
I got this.
Oh my God! We're in a tornado! We're literally in a fucking tornado, dude.
Look at the trees, geez.
Oh fuck, dude, it just crushed the crane truck. Oh my fucking God. Dude.
Well, I lay down like
Zach and I saw that motherfucker starting. Dude, this whole place is fucked.
It might flip the truck. Oh, fuck!
Lay down, bro.
Holy fuck.
That's why I got out the machine.
Your machine's fucked.
See?
Holy shit. Dude, we were literally just fucking saying it's rotating.
Oh, hell no. I was like, fuck that.
Holy fuck, dude. Holy shit, it ripped their whole fucking yard up. That's a big tree. You see it went right through all of this.
This one's personal for me. Last night, a severe weather outbreak in Missouri and Kentucky had delayed tornado warnings after they had touched down because of DOGE cuts to that office that had forced them to cut their overnight observation position. And they still list on their website the chief meteorologist as vacant. This was a weather office in Jackson, Kentucky that manages the severe weather alerts and tornado warnings for that region that was specifically singled out in a piece just 2 days ago by the New York Times as not being able to fully man their operations 24 hours a day. This is also an area that is very tornado prone and severe weather prone. And yet, they had no overnight chief meteorologist, no full-time dedicated person doing it, and warnings were delayed as a result. Tornado warnings are usually issued once a tornado has been confirmed either via sight or like visual sight or satellite on the ground. Oftentimes they come within a few seconds, or if you're lucky, a few minutes before the tornado is actually on top of you, which allows you to be able to run to your basement or get to shelter or safety in those critical few moments. And this is personal for me because my parents lost their house in an EF4 tornado back in Easter Day in 2020 in Mississippi. And there was no warning there because the tornado touched down in a radar gap, which is something that the National Weather Service was working towards resolving before DOGE cuts. And so far, 27 people have died, and they expect it to get worse because those warnings, those critical warnings, were delayed. A 3-minute delay means it's too late for people. That is about all the time that you can hope to get. And now dozens of people are dead because of these budget cuts, which is completely unacceptable. I mean, when we heard about these cuts happening, I said on one of my videos that it's only a matter of time before disaster strikes and we're caught failing to do our duty to warn people. And it's happened this quick. And we are expected to have an above average hurricane season starting in just 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, hurricane season starts. And it's supposed to be the second most active of the types of oceanic and atmospheric processes cycles that you could possibly get. And we don't even have weather stations manned 24/7 to be able to warn people. And this is exactly the kind of tragedy that happens when you wage a war on scientists, when you have an ignorant or completely just cruel and evil administration making financial decisions to benefit their friends instead of the general public. I mean, my mom left her house 20 minutes before it hit. If she hadn't, she'd be dead. Her neighbor died. And it's just, those moments are critical. And everybody was sleeping. You need someone to keep us safe. And they decided, DOGE decided, that wasn't necessary. And now people are dead.
If you live anywhere near the South, and probably areas not in the South, I'm sure that you heard about the massive tornadoes that stretched across much of the South yesterday. Many people in the South still feel like not everything is political. When people saw Ryan Hall post about the layoffs for the National Weather System, and they said he was being political. And then last night, when there was a particularly dangerous storm over Somerset, Kentucky, and he said, I don't understand. Why are they not under tornado warning? They had a massive cut in the amount of employees they have from the layoffs, because what was government waste is what was keeping us alive. They didn't get alerted until it was ripping through their town, and now it's a mass casualty event. Everything is political.
Oh look, the National Weather Service and NOAA being gutted by our administration resulted in a tornado so large it had its own eye wall and debris 40,000 feet in the air, not being warned for 45 minutes, possibly longer, after it was on the ground, resulting in many fatalities across 2 cities, multiple cities. Not like we didn't see that coming from a galaxy away. Not like we didn't tell you that's exactly what was going to happen. But no, do you want to listen to common sense? Of course not. Common sense is so overrated. People are fucking dead. DEAD, under rubble and in the ground, dead. But as long as all the immigrants get deported and all the billionaires get paid, it's going to be fine, right? It's all good. It's all good. Stop it!
More Americans died last night in Kentucky and Missouri by a tornado than there are trans college athletes in the United States. Please redirect all of your energy towards the things that matter.